Hey everyone, Kane from VividChim here, and we finally got a look at the next-gen PS5 and some of the titles we can expect to see from Sony. We have my full live reaction to the event currently being edited down, but whilst we work on getting that to you here on YouTube, I wanted to do a reflective video on what we saw step by step. Rockstar are coming for Todd Howard's throne apparently, as the near-decade-old sandbox game GTA 5 finds itself coming to the PS5 in 2021. Alongside this announcement, current GTA Online players will be receiving $1 million per month until the launch of the PS5 version, and it was announced that the PS5 owners will get GTA Online free at its 2021 launch, seemingly as a standalone experience after the success of Modern Warfare's Warzone. Then came the trailer for Insomniac's Spider-Man and Miles Morales. Now there was a lot of confusion around this title, with conflicting sources going back and forth on whether it was an expansion or a standalone experience, but as of writing, Insomniac has confirmed via social media that the game is in fact a standalone and not an expansion. Miles Morales is scheduled for a holiday 2020 release, and we can't wait to see him in action. Next up we had a look at Gran Turismo 7 with a trailer and some gameplay which showed off the graphics very nicely. The game is set to see the return of a career mode and the ability to upgrade your vehicles with the money you earn, both features that fans of the races have clamoured to see again. Then we had an extensive look at the next installment in the Ratchet & Clank series named Rift Apart. The dimensional hopping and time travelling installment shows a visually engaging set piece which showcased the feature attraction of traversing different worlds, while a secondary extended gameplay snippet showed the game in action running on PS5 hardware, one of the more impressive showcases of the event. Following this we had the reveal of Square Enix's new IP titled Project Athia. Very little was shown about the game aside from its title and some action shots, but nothing was too impressive, with the title's movement and traversal coming across as a tad hard to look at on the video feed. Hopefully the next look we get is a lot more promising and fulfilling. Following that was one of the more interesting titles of the night, Stray, a game where you seem to play as a cat in a dystopian robot-controlled world. Very little was actually shown, but the idea is intriguing nonetheless, and seems like a chill exploration-based time. After some marketing buzzwords, we had a look at one of my personal highlights of the show called Returnal. Seemingly a story-driven horror roguelike, Returnal's trailer built a great sense of intrigue and mystery, something which made me very eager to learn more. We saw some third-person shooter gameplay and some interesting monster designs, but it was left a little too vague to truly see what the game was trying to achieve, but I am very fascinated to learn some more. We then saw the return of Sackboy, but not in Little Big Planet. Instead, the pseudo-mascot for PlayStation now has his name front and center in Sackboy: A Big Adventure. The trailer showed us gameplay similar to that of a 3D Mario, and shows what looks like to be a fun multiplayer experience for all the family to enjoy, with Sackboy returning to the PlayStation in the not too distant future. The next title revealed was a cross between the competitive hero action of a battle royale like Apex and Fortnite, with the car-smashing fun of a destruction derby game. The trailer didn't show us a whole lot, with it frantically cutting between shots of the driving and heroes, but the high energy of Destruction All-Stars made for a game that we're personally interested in hearing more about very soon. Kana or Kana, Bridge of Spirits, was showcased next, with a trailer that didn't really explain a whole lot about the game and what it is. From what we could tell, it was an adventure game that seemed to have mechanics similar to that of a Pikmin game, with a lot of magical themes. We hope to see more soon. After Kena was a drastically different game from Sony's usual pushed projects, with the narrative-heavy trailer for Goodbye Volcano High, a game following the 18-year-old Fang as they prepare to leave high school. While not our usual cup of tea, Goodbye Volcano High has a planned release date of 2021, and we will be keeping a close eye on it. One of the bigger surprises of the night was seeing the return of Oddworld via its newest game, Soulstorm. The trailer was set up beforehand by Lorne Lanning, who described the failures of the game as hilarious, before showing us a trailer that had a much more serious and almost horrific tone when it came to the deaths, score, and narrative implications. It was a real mixed message. Debatably, one of our biggest highlights of the night came after this with Ghostwire Tokyo, which provided us with a much much deeper look than its initial reveal back at the Bethesda E3 show last year. The game came across as a much more action-orientated experience than its last trailer, showing the protagonist of the game hunting and fighting a variety of different monsters and demons. The game is a first-person experience with a hard and clear supernatural vibe, and we cannot wait to play this game. Next we had Jet, or Jetf. We're unsure. The title is weird, but the game gave us big journey vibes as you explore the stars and different planets. Not much else was shown about it, but we liked the art style and it seemed interesting, if nothing else. We'll find out holiday 2020. Next was the biggest flop of the night for us as we got another trailer for Godfall, and it seems to continue the trend of games linked with Gearbox being marketed horribly. The music was completely off and distracted us from the gameplay experience being showed, almost making it look bland by association, as if they were overcompensating for a lackluster experience with overhyped music. Hopefully we are wrong, but Godfall was the biggest flop of this conference. A game with that big a platform should not be outshined and outperformed by a variety of indie games so handedly. Then we had Solar Ash, a new game for the team that brought us the excellent Hyper Light Drifter. The game's trailer didn't show a whole lot, but was a pretty game to look at, and with the reputation they have, Solar Ash is one to watch. Hitman is back, and it's the last time ever, again. Not even a decade removed from the last time IO Interactive said, "This is the end to the story," the rebooted trilogy is also set to run its course with Hitman 3. We saw very little of this game other than a cinematic trailer and small snips of gameplay, but if you're familiar with Hitman, you already know what to expect come January 2021. After a little teaser of the new startup screen of the PS5, we got to see Astro's Playroom, a fun-looking platformer adventure starring the little robot mascot, before the next game, Little Devil Inside, got a few raised eyebrows. A monster hunting adventure, Little Devil Inside got us hooked with its interesting and unique art style, but we couldn't quite make out enough of the gameplay to see if it was for us. We'll have to wait and see some more about that one. Next up was the longtime casino/basketball franchise NBA with their latest installment, NBA 2K21. The reveal showed us literally nothing other than they've improved the way Sweat looks, with the rest of the content presumably being locked behind an additional paywall. Then things got disturbing. The next title was Bug Snacks, a cute game about a variety of sentient food products that you then collect and eat, but as the old saying goes, you are what you eat, and Bug Snacks agrees, with some kind of Cronenberg metamorphosis happening whenever you chow down on one of the titular creatures. The creators of Octodad's game was clearly made for kids, but I will be seeing it in my nightmares for years to come. Demon's Souls is back from the dead and in glorious 4K. The much anticipated remake was revealed with a mostly cinematic trailer with little to no gameplay whatsoever, but what they showed was absolutely stunning and surprisingly colourful in places. Afterwards we got to see Arcane's Deathloop, an interesting yet confusing pseudo-multiplayer experience where you play as a spy trying to assassinate your targets, all while another spy can join and potentially stop you dead in your tracks to try again. The trailer didn't do a good job at conveying this though, and we hope it's good, but are concerned that the game won't have a long-lasting multiplayer shelf life. Resident Evil is back with RE8, or as it's known, Village, a more Van Helsing-inspired take on the horror franchise, with werewolves and witches now being the enemies of choice. Following on from Resident Evil 7, the game is in first person and looks to have a very dark and spooky atmosphere, which I personally can't wait to play. You should probably go watch all our Resident Evil reviews by pressing the I in the corner, by the way. A mysterious title filled the screen after RE8 as the unusual Pragmata, also from Capcom, landed on our screens showing some astronaut and AI-based shenanigans with the moon and a falling satellite. We have no idea what this is about, or what even was going on, but we are interested all the same. And to wrap up the games, we had the much anticipated sequel to Horizon Zero Dawn in Forbidden West via an absolutely stunning trailer that showed off some of the new features and what we should expect. We were blown away by this trailer and loved the first game, so cannot wait to travel west with Aloy to kick some more robot butt. And finally, to end the showcase, we got a look at the Wi-Fi router itself as the PS5 was finally revealed, and honestly, we loved the way it looked. Sleek, modern, and stylish, the PS5 and its variety of games will feel welcome in any room. For more VividChim content, press that like button and subscribe with the bell to be notified as soon as a video is uploaded. I've been Kane from VividChim, and we'll see you all soon.